Good morning, dear students. In this video, we'll be discussing about concept of Poisson's ratio. Let us start Poisson's ratio. So, what is called is Poisson's ratio? So, in the early 1800 years ago, a French scientist called Poisson provided the concept, and according to this concept, if a material will be loaded within elastic limit, the ratio of lateral strain and linear strain or axial strain will be constant, and this ratio will be termed as Poisson ratio. So we denote Poisson's ratio by nu. In simple, we can say that Poisson's ratio is equal to lateral strain by linear strain. So, and if we see the unit, it is numerator is strain and the denominator is also strain, and there is no unit for this Poisson's ratio as no unit for the strain. So, what is called this lateral strain and what do you mean by this linear strain? So if we take one three-dimensional object, so you can find the different types of dimensions, lateral dimensions and linear dimensions or longitudinal dimensions. So what are linear dimensions and what are lateral dimensions? For example, if I take in one cube and cube having a length, breadth and height, and I applied the load along the x-axis linearly, and the length becomes the linear dimension and remaining width and height becomes the lateral dimensions. So if we increase the load on the x-axis, so what happens, the length is going to increases, there is a change in the length, but correspondingly the breadth and height is going to decreasing, where there is a negative sign in the dimensions because the original length is going to decreasing. So those dimensions are called as lateral strain. Now coming to the Poisson's ratio, that is nu is equal to lateral strain divided by linear strain. So linear strain means if I increase the load along x direction, the length is increasing, so the strain is going to becomes the change in length by original length, and it is called linear strain, and it is positive. Whereas lateral strain, that is change in breadth by original breadth or change in height by original height, it becomes a negative sign because the breadth or height is going to decreasing. So final breadth and final height are going to lesser compared to the initial breadth and height. That's why the lateral strain is negative. So overall, the Poisson's ratio is equal to lateral strain by linear strain, where linear strain is positive and lateral strain is negative. It becomes a negative value. And also we can denote this Poisson's ratio with the symbol nu, or sometimes you can use with a letter called 1 by m, reverse of 1 by m. Okay, that's about Poisson's ratio. Now we'll see what are the important values of Poisson's ratio for different materials. So this table shows, the various types of materials and corresponding Poisson's ratio range. Okay, so out of this, around 6 materials have been displayed in this table. Out of all these values, so one should understand that the Poisson's ratio is zero, almost approximate nearly zero for a cork material, and always maximum for a material called rubber. So if each and every mechanical student has to understood that the Poisson's ratio is zero for a cork material, and the maximum for rubber and is equal to 0.5, and most of the steels will have the 0.3 value, and cast iron is 0.25, and for concrete is 0.2, and we have one more metal called as the novel foam, which will have the negative value. Okay, so the important values of Poisson's ratio for cork is it is nearly zero, and for rubber it is 0.5, which is the maximum value. Okay, so Poisson's ratio is maximum value of 0.5, and is for rubber, and 0 for the cork. So it is about the Poisson's ratio.